The stage, let's make some noise for Mark Bazooka, everybody. Mark Bazooka, faith-based comic demo here. I don't know who believes in evolution. Why would they believe that? That the humans came from an ape? That's like saying that an eagle can transform into an F-18 fighter jet. Or, well, you know, a lot of churches have potlucks, but maybe they shouldn't. Since, you know, Christians don't believe in pot or luck. But there's an advantage to being a Christian. You know, churches are tax exempt. Being a Christian, you're part of the church body, therefore I don't have to pay taxes. Now, I don't understand, why do atheists have such a problem with, you know, Christian holidays like Christmas? They're always trying to stop that. Why do they? You don't see us Christians stopping their holidays. You don't see us Christians trying to put an end to April Fool's Day. I know a lot of non-believers, they do have a favorite person. Don't judge not less than you. Maybe a hermit has their favorite person. Christ, others says you have to do to you. Maybe that's their favorite person. You want me to treat up there to that shack in the mountain? No problem. What's Earth Day got? You know, Earth Day. Even when they celebrate, you know, protecting the Earth, what do you think the planet Earth thinks? Hey, I can take care of myself. Thought I could talk myself out of a ticket. Boy, that was a mistake. Talking out of a ticket. I told the officer, hey, I pay your income, okay? I pay your salary. You can't write me a ticket. What was that a mistake? Reaches his pocket, pulls out a dime, and says, here's your 10-cent refund, and now you're under arrest and going to jail. You know, foreign students, they're really, I think foreign families are ahead of us. There was a kid came from to America from another country, and he heard how a teacher spanked a kid, and the kid was ready to just run home and tell his parents, hey, teacher spanked me, teacher spanked me. This kid was thinking, are you out of your mind? Why would you tell your parents your teacher spanked you? If I told my parents my teacher spanked me, it's because I was misbehaving, I don't get another spanking. I think breastfeeding, that's really one of the best blessings for men. Really. That when baby wakes up in the middle of the night, time to feed the baby, the guy can just stay in bed, huh? Stay in bed. I don't know if anyone's ever been written up at work or not. Well, there's a way, you should be ready for that if that happens. There should be a comment section if you're written up. And that way you can, you know, if there's any dirt on the company or you know something about your boss, how about that affair? We'll just put that down too. There's an NFL team, well known as the Dallas Cowboys. I can never figure that out. Texas. Right? They should be the Dallas Goat Rovers. Why do they call them? They're from Texas. Why do they call them Cowboys? Everyone knows that real cowboys come from California. Or AYSO. You know, that's what's that mean for a parent? AYSO, if you have your kids, all your Saturdays occupied. I mean, kids they can be picky, especially in the store. You know, they insist on the expensive brand product, right? Like the Kellogg's boxes, bread for cereal, Fruit Loops, and all that. You can't buy that. You know, the cheap plastic stuff in the plastic bag. No. You just show them that plastic bag, they cry. Here's a way to save money, okay? You do a one-time investment, buy the box of Kellogg's Fruit Loops, and then when they're not around, they're at school, they're in bed, when it gets low, you pull out that cheap plastic cereal stuff and you pour it in the box of Fruit Loops, and they keep your mouth shut, they're not going to know anything. They remember your father putting you over his knee as a kid, saying, Dad, This is going to hurt me more than it's going to hurt you. You don't get it. Today you're ready to go up to him and say, you know something, Pop? This is going to hurt me more than it's going to hurt you. There was once, you don't want to be late for jury duty. There was once a lady late for the jury duty. She was an hour late from lunch. And the judge, the cashier says to the attention officer, oh, hello. It's nice you could join us. Oh, hi, Your Honor. I'm sorry I'm late, but Macy's was having a big sale and I couldn't miss it. And the judge said, oh, I see. And how much did you spend? Oh, about $700. Well, good. Well, that'll be your fine for being late for jury duty. I don't know if anyone listens to talk radio. You can learn a lot. One time during Christmas time, there was a topic, how did you find out there was no Santa Claus? You were saying how, my second grade teacher told me, or a friend down the street told me, and when it's time to go to the traffic, the traffic guy in the helicopter, I'm so glad you guys are having this topic. This is going to be the first Christmas Eve that I'm not going to have to say that a pilot up in Canada saw what looked like a sleigh in the air. I don't know if anyone needs a new car. Good place to get it. Okay, listen, Vegas. Vegas, what do you buy? You say if someone sells their car, then what do? They go to, what do? No, they don't go to the casino. They buy an airline ticket home first, then they go to the casino. Okay. Oh, here's one. Is God white or is he black? He's white. I have a degree in theology, that's why I know that. Exodus, he told Moses, at the burning bush, I am what I am. That's what he said, I am what I am. So he's white. If he was black, he would have said, I is what I is. America's Got Talent, that's been around since the 70s, back in the 70s. People didn't know that. Back then it was called The Gong Show. Anyways, it's Mark Bazooka. I'm just letting you know that Christ is, he's faithful to you even when you're not, and for the stand-up comic, things you're funny when others don't. Take care and God bless.
Hey, keep it going for Mark Bazooka, everybody. Hell yeah.